yeah. Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, listen up guys. First of all, do you enjoy the flamenco? I hope so, because we, the organizing team, kind of hoped you would. That's why we put something in which was not only Heep music but also give you a flavor of Spain. And if you guys enjoyed it, that's the main thing. Alright?
Want some more flamenco?
But, yeah, and we are going to do some more flamenco for you right now.
That's it.
The idea of this is we've got a Q&A. For those of you who do not speak much English, that means you ask the questions and we lie. You got that right? In any language, we can lie. So we just wait for, as usual. Oh, he's there. He's annoyed with me now. So Alan's going to come around with a mic. If you have any questions for anybody here, please ask them. If they are personal, we'll talk to you later. Any question, not a problem. So Alan will go around with a mic. Stick your hand up if you have a question, and we'll try and answer it, yeah? Yeah? Yes. Say yes, John.
Yes, John.
Thank you.
First question from Joseph.
It's for Ken.
For Ken? Wait.
Yes. Would you change anything if you were to start your musical life from the beginning? Would you change anything from it?
I would try to make it go faster, and I definitely wouldn't take drugs. That would be one thing that I would definitely not do. That was the biggest mistake of my entire life.
Next question. You can't, I'm not going up there, bloody hell. You'll have to come down. Next question, there must be more. I have a question for Mr. Paul Newton. Do you ever get recognised there? No, but...
No, not for being a musician. Police 5 for petty crime.
Well, I didn't recognise you that time, can you remember? Go on. Yeah. Mr. Paul Rickard, next question.
I don't know which one of you's controversial question maybe. What do you think of Wake the Sleeper, the new Heeper?
Honestly?
Yeah, of course.
Honestly?
Of course.
To be very honest with you, I do like that album. I'm being perfectly honest with you. I do like the album. And I know you guys here are all Uriah Heep fans, and you're going to kill me later for saying this, but it doesn't matter whether I'm listening to a Uriah Heep album or anybody's album. I'm always listening for the radio-friendly track, you know? And to be quite honest with you, on Wake the Sleeper, I don't hear one. There were some great tracks on Sorry Onigami, 2 or 3 really radio-friendly tracks on there, and also Sea of Light. But on Wake the Sleeper, I love the album, the band is playing great, but I just miss that Wizard or Easy Living or whatever you want to call it. That's my personal opinion. This is going to be good.
I am not too keen on the album. It's well played. It always will be because they're great musicians. I must confess I was a bit shocked with the drummer thrashing around like that. I mean, if he wants an animal, it's not me, it's him. But I like John. I didn't see a commercial. I didn't see one that would put them on the map on the radio side. And I kind of think, this is just honestly, if it had come out about 5 years ago, it would have done well. It's about 5 years too late. That's what I think. And believe me, I really wanted it to boost them and get in the chart and break, because it boosts all me and Ken's back catalogue.
I've only heard 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes of... Not on there? I must have got the one with the first 5 minutes. No, I mean, I heard it, just the intro thing, and I thought it sounded to me like it was well produced, better produced than any of the other records from the 20th century, and the melodies in the instrumental part sounded very familiar to me, and I thought, well, they've taken a step in the right direction, but I haven't heard the rest of the record, so I can't comment.
He's not heard it.
I got a complete, I haven't actually heard the album yet. I live on a kind of time warp. I would just say that I would imagine Vic and the guys have been doing this for a long, long time, so they're not going to put anything bad out. I shall be listening to it as soon as I get hold of the copy. But I just wish them a lot of luck with it album, you know. They deserve whatever success they can still get for the next years, so I guess they can all count on your support to help them up in this way, so I'll listen to it soon, but I guess you guys will support them and go out and buy it. And we thank you for that.
Next question?
You guys got a question? Right away. Oh, yeah. Mr. Ward?
This should be good to know.
This one's for Ken.
We are recording.
No, I was very interested.
How fast does your car go? I know.
Not as quick as you think it does, like, especially when the wife's listening. I'm very interested in the response to the last question. You didn't see any commercial hook there, especially towards Ken Moore. Given your comments in the past that you saw Heep really as just a covers and a singles band, do you not think it's a good move for them to get away from that so they're actually becoming?
Well, no, we never were a singles cover band. We only recorded singles through the ones of Gary Brown, so it would sell the album. I mean, we weren't interested in singles. It was just a sentiment to sell the album.
You don't feel that the writing towards the late 70s was headed towards making another hit single?
I personally thought, as I said before, they've written that. To me, it's about 5 years late. It's good and it's well executed. I'll never condemn that because it's a great musician, isn't it? Great producer. It's well done. But you know, I think they should have given it more thought and tried to think of taking all the breaks they can get, same as we do in our age, and they could have done a nice commercial single. But that would have happened.
I don't want to strangle the drummer. Just to go directly to your point, in the 70s, rock and roll was much more radio driven than it is now. There is no radio for hard rock, classic rock, anything like that. So the typical way to do things was to make an album which would consist of only 8 or 9 songs because it was vinyl, and you were limited, and the record company would look for a song to promote the album, and they would pick what they called the single. And most of the time they got it right. That's the record company's approach to things. It's not necessarily the band's approach to things. The band's approach is always to go in, record the best songs they've got, make the best record they can. The record company pulls the single, and so on. It's common sense. It's practical commercial business. There were 1 or 2 songs which we did as Uriah Heep, like Free Me, which were essentially pop songs. And I don't deny that. One thing I will tell you is that Free Me virtually cannot be played any other way than as a pop song. You try to make it a rock song, it doesn't work. So if that makes the band, in some people's opinion, a singles-oriented band, I don't necessarily think that's such a bad thing. It was just a pure marketing exercise.
Don't get me wrong, Ken, also happy guys. It was a...
No, the ask question. I mean, I'm not going to take the bets. Ken's going to take the bets. Not now,
I'll have to be a little bit.
I've got a nice fence around my property though.
Mr. Winwood.
Well, I'm going to keep it positive. You know, my saying, oh, Heep is good, Heep. But what I'd like to know, each one of you, is what song, Uriah Heep song, do you still get the most enjoyment playing? And then part 2 of the question for Jan is, what is your favorite Uriah Heep song? So maybe you could go first.
Oh.
We're a poor band, we can only afford 1 microphone, sorry.
And it's rented.
as being here in the Cave of the Lion, I cannot say that I don't know any song, but I know some songs from the past, and my favorite is Wise Man, especially the way it's but I want to maybe.
I think it's very difficult for Jan because he has never really played any Uriah Heep songs, and today he's slotting in with us, and you know, we're going to give him all the encouragement that we can, and we hope you guys are as well, that you accept Jan for doing this. For my personal taste, joining Uriah Heep for the first time and doing an album with him, it would have to be the song Firefly, because that is just, it's the first song that I actually stood in the studio in front of a microphone with the guys and actually sang. So it has to be that one, and Wise Man runs a close second, but there again, many of the songs have been written by this band before my time are classics. I mean, come on, Come Back to Me, written by Lee here, has got to be one of my all-time favourites, and it has to be one of you guys as well. So I'll pass this cheap microphone over to the next one.
If you want what you asked me before, I thought about it, give it another thought, and I'll tell you honestly, I love July Morning. And I've never ever will I get tired of playing that, even in the Zimmer frame. I get a lot of highs when, one particular example was we were in Philadelphia, Philadelphia Stadium. We sold out 32,000 people. We went on stage and they sang it. Word for word, the whole of July Morning, and that blew me away. Then when we had a situation when John joined us, because we were booked for Africa with Deep Purple, the John came in and sang John, and they sang the whole thing, 11,000 people singing that. It's an honour, that's a lovely honour to me. So yeah, July Morning is for me.
Bob, your question was the favourite song to play, and I have to say, for me, because I still play a lot of Uriah Heep songs in my live show, July Morning's definitely it. We just added Sweet Freedom and Wonderworld to our live show, and I was the only one in the band that had to spend 3 days learning how to play the songs. The rest of the band already knew them. But one of my favourite songs that we haven't put in the show yet, but we might, is Weep in Silence. So.
Yeah, for me, again, July Morning, it was one of the songs I played on in the early days of Heep. And it had whoever I speak to, they say, what is your favourite Heep song? It always comes straight away, July Morning. And it's one of the great Ken Hensley compositions. All the guys in Heep have written great songs. Ken has written many songs on my favourite list. The guy's a very underrated songwriter. But things, I'm an old rocker, so I always tend to go towards things like all the up-tempo things, and Easy Living is another great one. But for me, July Morning is miles ahead up there, and I thank Ken for writing it, you know. I've had many years of enjoying it on it.
Thanks, Paul. I'll buy you a real bass then.
Next question, please.
Oh, watch out.
Here comes trouble.
I understand it.
Question from Ian.
Thank you. Yeah, between the four of you, the four Heep guys, you must have played about 65 million gigs with Heep over the years. So you must have a few funny stories to tell. So, have you got anything?
Keep it clean. Me? Everyone.
Offhand, I can't think. There are lots. Yeah, but offhand, I can't think of one at the moment. I can remember one particular occasion as me, Mick, Ken, and Gary. We went to a club in Buffalo, New York, and we were early stages. And we had a OTB station wagon. You and me used to have to do all the driving, didn't we? Yes, we remember that one. And we particularly went. We were invited to this pub. Yeah. We all went there, said all the booze was free, and we walked in. As soon as we walked in, they stopped playing while they were playing and went straight to July Morning. And we said, oh Christ, we're going to be in trouble here. So, I'll cut it short. Well, we're drinking bourbon and God knows what else. And then what happened is, we started to play pool. Me and Mick, Ken and the rest of them said, oh, we're going to go back. But we also drunk, we didn't think he heard us, so they went back and left us there. We were sat outside 3 hours going, I'm leaving this bloody band. I'm not going to stay in this band any bloody longer. 3 hours before we could get in cab to take us back to the hotel. We left the band that night.
Excellent. Thanks, Liam.
That's about as funny as it gets.
I did a particularly strange gig many years ago in London, actually, in Earl's Court. It was a very small club, smallish club, and we kind of got set up and underway. We got there fairly late, and I was fairly impressed on the amount of pretty good-looking young ladies in there. And it was only later in the evening on the break, I found out, after chatting somebody up and spending a few bottles of drinks, it was actually a transvestite club. And I did actually pick up a handful of trouble in the car park. I had to buy some new underpants.
My story is actually more related to Gary Payne because he was a very mischievous person. He loved to do stuff and he didn't really care about the consequences. And one time in LA we were staying at the Hyatt Hotel on Sunset Boulevard, which is actually called the Hyatt House but was renamed the Riot House because all the rock bands stayed there. And one time Gary did the standard rock and roll thing, and he took all the furniture in his room, except for the bed and the television, and he threw it all over the balcony into the car park. I don't know why he did that, I never asked him. And we were sitting in there, and we were slightly under the influence, me and Gary and Rick Ford, our tour manager. And Jerry Braun, our manager, walked in to pay us our per diems, you know, the daily money that he gave us. And he looked around the room and he said, "These rooms are very expensive, but they're very sparsely furnished, aren't they?"
All right, I got, you may know this one, but if you have, you might have heard it before, but there was a period when we were on tour and Lee was a different size to this, and he could wear purple latex trousers with knee-high boots, and he looked cool. And at the end of the show, on the last number, he would always make a point of getting up on the bass drum, standing there and jump from the bass drum onto the stage. Now the road crew that we have always made a point on the last night of the tour to do something really nasty. And at the side of the stage, for some reason, they had found a trampoline. Now Lee says he doesn't remember this, but I will never forget this, because my eye makeup ran for tears. As he stood on the bass drum, preparing to jump, on rolled a small trampoline in front of the bass drum, on which Lee was about to land. Having noticed this trampoline arriving at the very last minute, Lee decided to split his legs. In doing so, not only did he split his legs, but he split his latex trousers. I have never recovered from that. Having to stand around and face him, giving it all this, waiting for him to jump, and seeing him jump and his trousers going and a trampoline coming in at that moment was one of the best nights of my life.
A question from Paul now.
Hi, good evening. I'm very new to this Uriah Heep convention and your music, which I have for many years, but I just wondered if any of you are classically trained in playing your instruments.
Yes, I use a potty. I use a potty.
What colour?
I'm not going there. I wasn't classically trained, no. Like a lot of people, I wasn't brought up, I was thrown up. And I just learned from playing records on my Dancetti, little record player, and I used to just try and listen to copy note for note the drum parts. And I always remember, because my mum and father get so angry with me, I would be practicing with the fork and knife at the dinner table all the time, hitting the cup and hitting the glass, and they used to really lose the temper with me, but that's funny. I couldn't help myself. But no, I wasn't classically trained at all.
Well, any of the others?
Yeah, what does classically trained mean?
Perhaps go to college? learning music at a college?
No. I can't, I never...
They're all self-taught?
I never learned to read or write music in a formal sense, informal way. All I did was wanted to turn my poetry into song, so I started banging my mum's piano, and as a result I taught myself to play, so I played completely wrong. So I have no idea, and the thing about that is I'm the most boring person to invite to a party. Don't ever invite me to a party because I can't play anybody else's music at all. I mean, I never spent any time learning anybody else's music because I was busy writing my own. So if you ask me to play a Beatles song, I can't do it. So I just never learned anything.
Yes, I am classically trained.
In what?
I started my career in the working men's clubs of the north of England.
That's a good training.
This is a very good training.
And that is classical training.
Very much so.
Well, I was at school for young kids, with a high school for music and also the normal high school, but school included, including one thing. And then they tried to teach me classical guitar, but it was like this that you had to study a week this classical guitar. But I had class on Tuesday, and then I was playing funk in E minor the whole week actually, and then suddenly I realized Monday night, shit! Guitar class tomorrow. This is my classical training.
Thank you.
That'll do.
Thanks very much.
Next question.
Hi guys. I just wonder, the most of us, we start listening to music in the 70s, you know, and that's where we all have to get like Uriah Heep. Do you guys miss the 70s, like, and the kind of music that played that time? And just your short opinion about that?
Yeah, I do miss 70s because you were allowed, this is my personal opinion, you were allowed more musical freedom by your record company in the 70s. And you are today. Today, the record company just looks at your last hit. If you didn't have a hit, goodbye. In those days, record companies persevered with you. If your first recordings were not exactly what, wasn't a big hit, but it made some impact, they would carry on. They had the, how can you say it, the interest to let you do another album and possibly a third album, with the hope that these second two albums were going to be better possibly than the first one. These days, you do not have that time. Everything is very short, and it's all measured on the success of your last single, EP, CD, whatever. So basically what I'm saying to you is the freedom that you were given musically in the 70s was a lot more than it is today. That's my own personal opinion.
Yeah, and also the thing of today is the music seems to be more contrived. They're advanced in techniques on recording with Pro Tools and Radar, they call it now. You can have the most useless musician going to a rehearsal studio or recording studio, and they can make him sound genius. And because it's all the technical jargon you can use today, I used to love the fact that when you went into the studio, you would all get to look at each other and you just rock away and just get in boogie. That was what it was all about. There was a lot of heart in it. To me now, the music has lost the heart. It's perfectly well done, and it's all in time and tempo and beautiful harmonies, but it's contrived. It's made by electronics. That's the difference. I prefer the 70s, because it's hard work, and it's great. You get the rewards as well.
I completely agree with John, and I completely agree with Lee. That's a bit surprising, really. So that's one big difference between now and the 70s. No, because Blood on the Highway is the story of rock and roll stars' life in the 70s, I've been asked this question a lot. There are many reasons why the 70s can never be repeated. Some of the things that Lee and John have mentioned are prime examples of that. But if you think about it, we did what we had to do without the internet, without mobile phones, without computers, without any of the tools that musicians have today. So we had to be incredibly creative. And that's why so much great music came from that period. We were all busting the road together, and we were breaking all the old rules and making new ones, although none of us really knew what we were doing. There was a spirit there that can never be replaced. And also, that was the 70s, was rock and roll before AIDS, and there's a big difference there too. And also, all the plane tickets that we used to go on world tours with were all written by hand, if you can imagine that. So without any of those things, we still achieved what we achieved, and I'm personally very glad I was a part of that, because it will never ever be repeated. That spirit, that energy, that sheer passion will never be repeated. The 70s was about music, today it's about money.
Yeah, I kind of just agree with everything that's been said. For me, the main thing of the 70s and the early 60s was the fact that all us guys here in those days, when we were youngsters, that's when we did our apprenticeships. We started off in schoolboy bands, but there were so many places you could play, youth clubs, just art and church halls, and the pubs and clubs. And it was possible as youngsters, you could play every night of the week if you wanted somewhere. Maybe for not a lot of money, but you would get paid for it. But you could play, there were lots of outlets, and then we graduated into bigger venues. What the world's missing for the last 20 years is anywhere for young talented musicians to actually play on a regular basis, and so they miss out on the apprenticeship. We spend years on the road doing gigs and honing in our whatever skills we've ever have got, but that's gone now. There's no way young musicians can actually, very few places they can go out and play. If they want to go out and support a band, they've got to pay for it, because money, as with many things in the sport, they just take over, and the money rules now, and greed is spoiling music from my point of view. But there's just so few places anywhere in the world for youngsters to go out and make achieve what some of us have achieved. So we haven't actually gone forward in that, and that's why a lot of live music now, I mean, I do gigs in various places, and youngsters come in, and maybe it's the first time they've seen guys playing guitars and stuff, because they've only seen karaoke or discos, and that's sad. So that's where I remember the 70s, the facilities to go out and play live music and learn your trade from it.
And also, you didn't have to be looking in the 70s.
Thank God for that.
Okay, next question.
That's a question for me. Could you tell us a little bit about the excellent album Albert 1, which was just released on CD after so many years?
Oh, blimey, you do fine. I know the questions. Well, yeah, it was an album. It's a short story, but I was following Ken in his footsteps. Every gig he did, I followed behind. He'd come and phone me up and ask me to join. I joined the band, then he'd move on, then I'd move on. I left the Gods, then Cliff Bennett, I got sacked for being a bad drummer, by the way. And I went for the band called the National Head Band. It used to be called Bernie's Buzz Band, and I didn't think that was going to work. And we got together in a rehearsal room, and they tried to play songs. And I just thought, these are really original, really cool songs. And there's a lot of talent, great singers, great players. And then he offered, it used to be Yes. We called Yes. He just was so into us, he didn't have nothing, because we had no budget. When we finished that album, it was the greatest album I've done, because again, you remember I hadn't done anything in Uriah Heep. Yeah, one great actually released it because people would hear it and see what talent's in there. Some great songs on there. It'd be nice to have a single release.
Next question.
Hi. What are your musical influences for each one of you that got you started in the music business? Your musical influences?
My musical influence is vast. I mean, I love Mozart, Beethoven, Joni Mitchell, Deep Purple. I love so many across the board kind of music because I like anything that's playing well. Any kind of music that's playing well, will play from the heart. So that's lots for me. John?
Yeah. Coming from Newcastle, up north in England, I was brought up on blues. Eric Burdon and the Animals, bands like that, John Lee Hooker. And I'm still a blues man today, whatever, and that will never change. The blues for me is what it's all about. Even in the days of black and white TV, when we first got TV, it was black and white. And late at night, they used to show gospel music. Very late at night because nobody listened to it. But I listened to it. And this is the days before recorders. My parents went to bed and I would sneak out of bed and switch the telly on very quietly and sit right in front of the speaker, listening to all this gospel music being played and blues and things like that. And that's that's what I'm raised on, and that's what I'll always be inside, regardless of how I sing a song. I will always be that. My greatest influence these days is Paul Rodgers, I have to say.
Well, I have a lot of music, actually. Also a lot of jazz, a lot of Brazilian music, a lot of rock. I think my first music was operetta for my mother, and James Lodge for my father, James. So it's not a serious thing, but in the top of the house we had my brother playing Led Zeppelin and Focus and all the kinds of rock groups. So actually all kind of music. Also last year more ethnic music and more rock music actually. Those last years, that's it.
I'm first and foremost a songwriter, so my influences were always people like Lennon McCartney, Leonard Cohen, and Bob Dylan, and people like that. So those were my earliest influences. They're the people who inspired me to try to learn how to write songs.
My influences go back. You've had your say, you piss off there. I was brought up on stuff back in the 50s, Lonnie Donegan. My mother was a Lonnie Donegan fan. So when the new Lonnie Donegan record came out, I had to go to town on my bike and pick it up. So I kind of learned on that, and then I graduated to rock and roll and R&B, Chuck Berry, all that stuff. So my musical taste has always been basically the rocking stuff, the more simpler stuff, which is why in like the 60s and 70s, yeah, I enjoyed those Paul Rodgers, Free, Bad Company, Deep Purple, and that's still the kind of music I buy and listen to. I've never really gone on to the fairly complicated, overproduced stuff because one, no way can I play that, I'm certainly not good enough, and it's verging more on the kind of jazz fusion stuff, which I kind of get lost in. So I like basic rock and roll, and I still work with a band in England now, playing R&B and rock and roll, and that's where I am. I think that's where the basics of all good music still comes from. You can still apply all those basic kind of rules to modern songs. And again, I think Ken and the guys in Heep apply those rules, you know. We're not trying to educate you, we just try and play good rock and roll.
Okay, a couple more questions. And then we get on with the raffle.
Boris! I actually have 3 questions. One to Paul. Could you please tell us why didn't you continue music after you left Heep?
Can you say that again?
Could you tell us why didn't you continue with music after you left Heep?
What I did after Heep?
No, why didn't you continue in music?
I did continue with music for, I guess, about 10 years after Uriah Heep. I mean, there were various reasons for me leaving Heep. One was a health problem I had at the time, and I just got married, I was starting a family, so I needed to earn more money. I did continue playing in various parts of the world with various bands for, I don't know, 10 or 12 years. Nothing probably particularly memorable. I did a bit of studio work, pick-up gigs with bands. And I kind of dropped out of music. One, I got fed up with living out of a suitcase. I was fed up with being ripped off all the time and doing a lot of work and ending up with not a lot of money for it. So I decided that I needed to reform my life and do something for the future. I didn't want to end up 50, 60 years old of age stacking shelves in the supermarket. So I didn't consciously give music up, but with the advent, certainly with electronic music in the 80s, before that punk, there wasn't actually room for an aging bass player to do anything, or nobody was phoning me up asking to do anything. People used to phone me, but not do things I wanted to do. So I kind of dropped out and let people who maybe had more commitment do the things. I had some very good years at it, and that's how I remember it. I didn't want to become just an old has-been scratching the bachelor for a few quid, although I'm here tonight.
You're not getting paid.
Get out the few quid, right?
The second question I have is to Ken. Can you tell us anything about the Weed and Head Machine albums?
About what?
The Weed and Head Machine albums.
Weed and Head Machine albums.
Well, I was broke in those days, and both of those projects were done for money. People approached me to write songs for projects, for albums, and they paid me cash for doing it, and I did it for the money. There was never any idea in my head that I would ever see CDs of them, 40 years later, and be even signing them. So I just thought they would. I did them, I forgot them, and then somebody else found them, and so that's really it. There was no special story there.
Another question is actually to...
Last one, Boris.
To Lee, Ken and Paul together. You three were in the Gods. Any stories about that? And are you going to play any songs of Gods?
There'll be no God songs tonight. It was hard enough learning these bloody things.
Yeah, at our age now, it's difficult for them. I had to get here from the hotel. Never mind songs from 40 years ago.
But do you have any stories?
I know, it was just a band that worked together for a long time and finally got a chance to make a record, and we had a taste of what it was like to be in a real band and make a record and go to Abbey Road and do all the things that we did. But it changed, the band changed all the time. I mean, it was, one time we had Mick Taylor in the band, and one time we had Greg Lake in the band. I mean, but with the Gods, I personally got a taste for the big time. And, we were in the little studio at Abbey Road, and the Beatles would walk past and everything. I mean, it was a very great experience, and it just made me hungry for more.
Yeah, I think maybe the most important thing to remember about the Gods is, had it not been for the Gods, we wouldn't be here tonight. So that's the biggest impact they probably made on the music industry, because that's where the three of us met and worked together at various times. So yeah, the music industry owed a lot to the Gods, didn't it? Or maybe not.
There is one other little story to that. You may know this, but we used to open our show with the Vanilla Fudge version of "You Keep Me Hanging On." You know the song I'm talking about? If you ever heard the Vanilla Fudge version of it, and it was from that we stole the heavy vibrato that we did in our vocals, and that was really, we were the only band doing that. We were heavy on harmony in the Gods, and that found its way into Uriah Heep. So it's still a trademark of. If you listen to songs like Sweet Freedom, for example, there's that very heavy vibrato. We stole that from Vanilla Fudge. And at one time we went on tour, you guys will remember this, we toured with Cactus, which was a kind of a spin-off from Vanilla Fudge with Tim Bogart and Carmine Appice. And they were opening for Uriah Heep, and Timmy and Carmine gave us a really bad time about the fact that we ripped off their vocal stars. So the Gods is just a name from the past, but there was a lot of little things in there which found their way into other things.
I have a shot up for John.
Yes, you do.
Have you ever gone to play Banquet live?
Have we ever played Banquet live?
Gonna play again, at least once.
My greatest wish was, at some point before I finally take that long walk up the aisle in a box, would be to have done. Would be to have played Banquet live. That album was recorded live in the studio. It was done purely live. There are no overdubs on that album. Absolutely no overdubs at all. We had the brass section stuck in one corner behind all the screens. We had the string section stuck in another. I was in the vocal booth. The backing vocals were also in the vocal booth. There are no overdubs on that album. So to play that live would be very difficult for us, but I would love to have done that. But hey, who knows?
Thank you.
Gillian. Longer sister.
She's asked me, what do you want breakfast tomorrow? And because you
Okay, bring me next, Margaret, if you're listening.
Yeah, bring me next.
We'll put it there. We're going to sort the raffle out now, so give us 5 minutes. We'll draw the raffle, get that out of the way, and then we'll do that.
Okay, hang on. Before you guys disappear, I have to tell you something, and this is a very quick story. Every time we have a Uriah Heep convention, for instance like this, where people meet for the first time, maybe you guys have emailed each other and never physically met face to face. There is always some couple, a boy and a girl, who meet for the first time at this Uriah Heep convention. Yes, you can do that. I don't care. And we have it again. We had it in the year 2000 when a couple met and they got married after that. You may know them, the Dutch guys, a couple from Holland, who actually met at Heepvention in 2000. And we have the same tonight. Now, whether these people are going to get married, I don't know. But this is from Enrico. Yeah. Stand up, Enrico. For Saya, is it Saya? Yeah. They met here and they have just fallen in love. Now, I hope this lasts, but this is what Heepvention is all about. Yeah? Okay.
Actually, I've been coming to these Heepventions, it's very fair to this guy. I'm going to come out of the closet.
Thank you very much.
And thanks to all the guys for that. Genuine appreciation, please.
Just making cash donations, but on behalf of Monica and myself, I want to thank all of you sincerely, and I promise you the money will go to a very good cause. And I also want to let you know that the auction for my jacket, my racing suit, will close at 9 o'clock. So there's still a chance if you want to put a bid in for either of those two things. We'll shut it at 9 o'clock and then we'll give it to the people that have made the highest bid. Thanks very much. We really appreciate everything that you've done. Thanks a lot.
Please get your raffle tickets. We need to get this done quite quickly. Okay, raffle tickets at the ready. We're drawing now. Okay? As we're doing this, the first one out of the bag has a choice of whatever prize they want here. And it goes down the line until we finish with the prizes. The first one gets the first whatever they want. Okay? One prize each. Jessica? A round of applause for my two little assistants, please. Right, Jessica. First ticket. Are you ready for this? Right, it's the yellow ticket. 31 on the yellow. 31, 3 and 1. Here we have a winner. Yellow, 31. Oh, sorry, that's green. Yellow, I said. Yellow, 31. Hang on, I've got some tickets. That's not mine, thank God. Yellow 31, please. We'll redraw it if you don't come and get it now, so please check. Yellow 31, last chance. No? Okay, that one's gone. Next one. Josh will do the next one. Next one is yellow again. 77, yellow. Sarah, my daughter. Shit. Honestly, that wasn't a fix. Get that out. Get away. Sarah.
Good luck, everybody.
Okay, we have a green one this time. Number 271. Green. We have a winner. Come and get your prize, please. Muzzy? It's yours, isn't it? Okay. Here's your choice. A couple of DVDs. Come on, Ozzy, help her out here. What's these two? Okay, they're together. Okay, congratulations. Well done. Got it here. Can you choose the next number, please? The screen again. 3030. Green, 30. No, 30. Oh, we have a winner. Yeah, that's right. This is one prize. Okay. No, that one. One prize. Okay. The whole thing, yeah. Okay, can you pick the next one, please? I think this is yellow or green.
What'd you get? What was the shirt?
Green, 230. 230.
Whoa!
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Oh, well done. Choose one, John. Okay, will you pick the next one for us, please? John? Next one, please. I think that's green as well. 32, 32. 32, green. Well done. Take your pick. So what price? Can you take the next one, please? Two more left. Green again, 6 and 2, 62. Well done, Phil. You sure? He says put it back in, give the man a round of applause. Okay, thanks. Green, 100, 100. Boris, well done. Thank you. Take your bits and rare backstage passes off. I mentioned this before, but if anybody wants these, C-Mac, he has some for sale, €7. Okay? You have two. Boris has this one, so he's learning to put it in again. 6 and 8. Green, 6, 8. Hey, staff. Yeah. Thanks, staff. Can you pick some red? Don't want backstage passes or... Okay. It's the passes then. Yeah, backstage passes. One more. Well done. Can you choose the next one for us, please? Last one, the David Byron EP. Pick a yellow one. Thanks, staff. Okay. Green again. 114. 114. Green. Yeah, brilliant. Redraw, okay. Can you choose, please? This one's yellow, 88. 88. Yellow. Yes? Anyone? Okay.
Alright, I mentioned yesterday we were going to do an auction, yeah? And we're going to put the auction stuff on the front here. You guys can come and have a look, but no stealing, okay? No touchy, no touchy. Give us 10 minutes, we put it here. Guys, come and have a look at it. The glass is not included. And we'll auction that off, yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Say yes, John! Thank you. Start at this one again. Turn it around, let them see it. Look at that. Now that is stylish, isn't it? Black t-shirt with yellow writing. Come on, you know you want it, Marty. You know you want it, Marty. Come on, go for it. No, he's thinking that's too many beers. Right, here we go. And kick it off again at 20 euros. 20 euros. Gentleman in the back's got his hand up. 20 euros. Do I hear any more than 20 euros? I'm a white again. Good man, Mike. In there at 30 euros. Any advance on 30? Where are you, Bulgaria? You're not going. Alan's not going up the steps again, so let's keep it on the floor here. 35 euros. Again, Scandinavia. Norway. That's even better than Finland. We'll go for that. You know what Eurovision's like, right? Hey, this is the same thing, man. Right. We're going 35 euros down to Norway. Come on, Pete Wharton, give us 40, come on. No, don't look at Janine when you offer. 35 euros from Eagle. Going to Norway, do we want that? Yes, John. Sold to that man down there, 35. Go on, Eagle, good man. What we got down there, what's that? Ah, yes. Oh yes, now this is a stylish shirt for you guys. This is not your rock concert shirt, okay? This is when you go to a Uriah Heep gig, but you're sitting in a circle. You know what I mean? You're not sitting or standing. This is a good shirt. Even I haven't got one of them. But it's for the gentleman of a certain size. Obviously, I didn't talk about you. It's obviously too large for me, so a gentleman or a lady of a certain size, good shirt, good quality, doesn't shrink, crinkle free. You put this in the washing machine, wash it on 30, you don't even have to iron it. Not even iron it. Think about it, guys. It's a shirt which you don't have to iron. There's not many of them around. There's not many wives who iron them for you, so even better. I might bid 25 on this shirt, 25. 25 from John Parisi, good man. 25, any advance on 25? 30 euros. For him or for you? For him, of course. You can wear this too. No, think about it, you can wear this too. You know, when you're out in the evening, you've seen that advert. People, you know, they go out with just a shirt. High heels and a shirt and make it. Right. 30 euros to the lady over here. 35 from Bulgaria. Here we go again. 35. 40 from the Isle of Wight. 40 from the Isle of Wight. Do I hear any advance on 40 from the Isle of Wight? 45 from Bulgaria again. This film crew is doing really good business. 45 from Bulgaria. Any advance on that? Come on, guys. This is a good quality shirt. No? If you know any good Jewish tailors, take it round there. They'll confirm this is good quality. Okay? No? Sold to Bulgaria, 45. You don't let her come to you, Alan. It's a long walk up there. 45 euros. Okay. Right. As you can see, you don't have to model it. We have here 2 shirts. Again, gig shirts. Now I know Lee has worn this shirt because he has worn this one. No, put it back on the hanger, Alan. Let's put it on there. I know Lee has worn these shirts on tour because I've seen him wear them. Okay? Again, good quality. Good quality shirts. Iron free. Okay? Black. Think about it. Makes you look thinner. Yeah? Black shirt. Think about it. Marty. Black shirt. Gig shirt. You know you want it. Yeah? I'm going to go in at 25 on this. 25 euros, gig shirt, John Parisi. 25 euros. Lee Kersley gig shirt. Do I hear any advance on 25? 30 euros from the lady over there. 35 from John Parisi. 35 euros, come on, good shirt. Look at it. It's nothing written on the back. You can put whatever you want on the back. If your wife's handy with sewing, she can sew your name on the back, Joe. 40 euros down here. Do I hear any advance of 40 euros? 45, John. 45 from Canada. Gets better. Now, I can let it go there. That's okay. It's a good country. Come in. All right, America, come on. You don't want to go to Canada. 50. 50 euros over here. Do I advance on 50 euros? Ken, you want this shirt? You know you do. Oh, right, okay. All right, 50 euros. Going over there. Any advance on 50 euros? I would model it for you, but it means taking this shirt off, and it's already been sold. All right. 50 euros, check it out. Anybody? Okay, done. 50 euros. There you go, John. Right, here we go. There you go. Wear it well. I'm sure you will. Right, here we go again. Another gig shirt. I don't need to say anything about this, do I really? Come on. All you goths out there, you know you want this. 50 euros from Eagle. Another shirt going to Norway. Do we want that? No. Say yes, John. Yeah, but you got no money, Tapio, so what's the point? No, but you got no money. All right, if there's any other Finnish guy here with more money than Tapio, we might go with him. 50 euros from Eagle, do I hear? Any advance on 50 euros? Come on, I get a drink out of this. Let's go for it. 50 euros, come on. Any advance on 50? 50 euros? Eagle, it's yours, man.
Yes.
Now, before we go on further, I'm going to come back to the bell. Somebody please spin, it's so bloody heavy. The bell, okay? I'm giving you a second chance to look at this. I'm going to give you one last chance after this, okay? You guys know you even, but this will look great in Bulgaria. Out on the outside of your house, just think about it, Valeria. On the outside of your house, when people come round to visit you, they ring the bell. Think. Yeah? Okay, I'm going to leave this open. You can think about it. You know the starting price, but we can discuss it. Yes? Say yes, John, please. Yes. Right, we can discuss this. Okay? Thank you. And see where we get. Right, okay. Next t-shirt. Oh, shirt. Sorry, another shirt. Here we go. There you go. Another gig shirt. Again in black. Very thin looking, makes you look thin, guys. I might even buy that. No, we're missing the red. We're missing the red. Yeah. There you go. It's obviously Japanese, as you can tell by the writing. Okay. That's Lee's name in Japanese. No, it's Lee's name. It's Lee's name, yeah. It's Lee's name in Japanese. Okay. Now if you buy this, You can't get it anywhere at all. Here we go.
May I have a t-shirt?
You told me they were free. €1. €1 for the sound man. All right, okay. Jose has thrown this in. Okay? Jose has thrown this in, which is really good. This is a Mara Magnum, the club here, okay? €3? Only 3? Oh, come on. The beer in your hand costs more than that. Come on. Right, it's a Mara Magnum. Think about it. This is where Uriah Heep convention is being held. I'm going to start at €10 with this, yeah? €10? €10. Now, Bimbi from Eagle's son of Eagle, €10. This kid gets too much pocket money. I don't know where it's going. Okay? €10 from son of Eagle. Anybody beat that? Come on, think about it. Uriah Heep convention here in Spain. You know you want one. You missed out on the other t-shirts we had. Go for this one.
You see, Tears, Maribagno is free. Okay? Free.
Let's start.
Na 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 na. Okay.
Thank you, Jose. You lucky bugger, I didn't get one. Oh, we have another one. All right, we have another one. You giving this one away, Jose? Is this gratis? Jose? Also gratis? All right. Oh no, this is small. Put it away, Jose. All right, I'm going to give this to anybody, okay? Now let me tell you who this is going to fit. Who has travelled the furthest to get here? Who has come the furthest? Los Angeles? Anybody come further than Los Angeles? From the States, come on guys. Los Angeles, anybody further away than Los Angeles? Russia is further away than Los Angeles? Yeah? Hands up the Russians. I said hands up, don't clap. Alright, what I'm going to do, because you're all too shy to put your hands up and say give it to me, I'm going to throw this in the air, whoever catches it gets it, yeah? Mara Magnum t-shirt coming at you. Are you ready? It's a freebie, Look at the Scotsman, he's ready to go. He's standing up already. Alright, it's in the air! It doesn't fit you, Max, you better get it. I'll tell you what, give it back. Actually, Anna, because you're here on your own, Anna put a liver, came all the way from Russia on her own, give it a go. Right.
Put it on!
Now in England, is this part of your luggage really fell out, or is it really in there? Now, I'm not sure what to do with this. Wash my hands off it. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. All right, I've got a pair of Lee's knickers he's seen in younger days. Sorry? What did you just say, Pete? €32? You just said €32. You're trying to get out of it now, aren't you? Because you need to say, go on, Pete, but it'll look good on you. Alright, a pair of black budgie smugglers. For those of you who are not English who don't know what a budgie smuggler is, these are underpants that men wear on the beach to try and look bigger than they really are, you know what I mean? When they put a sock down there. Right. I don't know what to say about this. It's a name. It's not cheap. It's not Marks & Spencer's and it's not CNA. What does it say on there, Alan? Speedo? Does it say Speedo? Skid Row? Skidders. Alright. A pair of underpants. Lee's underpants. Think about it, girls. You can go to bed with this. You can sleep with it under your pillow, you can touch it. You can't touch it, you can have this. Am I thinking €3 here? Come on. Wash them, wear them. Come on, yeah. €3, think about it. That's even cheaper than England, my God. And you can't get a pair of these in Scandinavia, I'll tell you that. They would fit you, Eagle. No? Alright, I'll put it back in the bag. Give you a chance to think about it. I was going to model them, but I'm a bit too big for these, but never mind. Because I'd be hanging out, but that's beside the point. Right, we'll put the belt to one side, and here we go. Gig shirt. Plain black gig shirt, okay? For when he's having a bad gig, you can hide behind the black, nobody has you. Alright? There it is on the front, Japanese writing, Lee's name in Japanese. I think. Think about it. Have a good look. Isle of Wight, I'll wait for this one. Wait for this, Mike. €20 from Mike Taylor. It's an evening out, 30 from Eagle. €30 from Eagle. 35, you can wear this anywhere at posh restaurants, Uriah Heep gigs. When you go to fill your car, you wear this shirt, they take pity on you. Okay, €35 from Mike Taylor. 35? Any advance on 35? Any advance on 35? No? Alright, Mike, you got it. 34. That last Mike. Now, this has nothing to do. Yes, it has. This is a Def Leppard t-shirt. Okay? Yeah, I know you're all wearing your own t-shirts, but we'll go with this. Def Leppard. Burning up Western Canada. With yes, Uriah Heep. Okay? And 2/8. White with red. That's good. Because you got red on the arms or white makes you look slim. It takes the eye away from it. Alright? Def Leppard. Special guest Uriah Heep. We're going for this? Of course we are. €20. Anyone bring €20? €20 from you, McLaren. With stains. I'm not sure whether it's an indie restaurant or whatever it is, or beer stains, but still. What was the bid? Ian McLaren, what was it? 25? €25 from you. Come on, any advance on 25? €25? Yes? No? No? Come on. €25. Just think about it, you can take a Ken Hensley t-shirt off and put this one on, even better. €25. Any advance? Joe? Yes? Alright, Ian, it's yours, 25. I'll keep coming back to these until we get rid of them, alright? Because they're not going back to England. Alright, I'll put them back in the case. Sorry? Who said that? €3? €5? Who said that? Up there, €5? €5 for these niggas? Just think you could turn around and say, I've been leakers, let's niggas. So to that lady up there, €5 on. Just a reminder, still here. Alright. Now look at that. I've seen this before, okay? Now this is cool. Okay, the guy who did this is from Israel, okay? This is a one-off, seriously, this is a one-off. It was done personally for me, and it's a one-off, yeah? So it's not something you can walk into an art shop or in Marks & Spencer or C&A or Woolworths. You can only get this here. This is a good one. Okay, this is special. And we're going to go in for this one. Yeah, we're going in for €50 on this, okay? We're going to start at €50, come on, look at it, it's hand-drawn, it's good. If you put this in a frame, put it in the toilet, you can stand and look at it all day. Yeah, we're going for €50 on this, okay? Take a look at it, think about it. Yeah? 15. 1-5. Phil's going at 1-5, €15, okay? That's good. Anybody advance on 15? Any advance on 15? Personally don't sketch of Lee Kersley. €20 up there, that's good. €20. Any advance on €20? 25. 25 from Gail. Alright, 25. Any advance on 25? €30. €30. Good, that's good. €30. Think about it, look right in a frame. Put it on a wall, look really good. Seriously now. 35. Yeah? €35, okay. For 35 for my Taylor. Any advance on 35? Oh, it's Muzzy. Oh, sorry, Muzz. Didn't see you there. Don't hide behind the other white. Oh, it's Merrick. 35 from Muzzy. Any advance on 35? Yeah? No? €35. It's too late, Lee. Your 50th birthday. Was this drawn by somebody special for you? Alright, this is to celebrate Lee's 50th birthday, which was 20 years ago, so it's an antique already. Okay? Done for him in Lanzarote to celebrate his 50th birthday. It's actually very good. That's what you used to look like. Alright, done specially for Lee's 50th birthday. So these things seriously are one-offs. Alright? So I'm going to go in with this. I'm going in because it's special and because it's hand-drawn. It's not photographed or anything. It's been artistically done. So it's been sketched. So I'm going to go in at this with 20 euros. I'm going in with this at 20 euros. Because this has to be worth it. Yeah? 20 euros. Now come on, think about it, guys. You know you want to. You know you want to. Think about it. When Lee was 50, my God, some of you were only 14, which is even better. Alright? To celebrate Lee's 50th birthday, hand-drawn sketch. I'm holding it up. Don't make me hold it up too long, I've got rheumatism. Right, Lee's 50th birthday, okay? I'm going in at 20 euros on this. 20 euros, it's a one-off. Okay? Have a look at it, it's a one-off. It's a bit like a Van Gogh or a Rembrandt, something like that. It's a classical piece, okay? 20 euros, see how slowly I'm moving so you can catch light? I'll even hold it under the light there, look at that. Hand drawn. Yeah, 20 euros, do I hear 20 euros on this? Come on, guys. This has to be worth it. 20 euros. Come on, Joe. 10. Alright, okay, good to start that. 10 euros from Joe Keenan for this. Do I hear any advance on 10? It's a one-off, remember that. You can't get it anywhere else, it's a one-off. 10 euros. Any advance on 10 euros? Done. Sold Joe, 10 euros. There you go, buddy. Yeah, alright, we're gonna have to move along swiftly. Because I've got to sing in about 10 minutes. Anyway, who got posters? Yeah? Can you hold it? I can't see it for this. Uriah Heep poster from 96, Germany, with the previous lineup, including Lee on this, okay? So this has to be a collector's item, alright? Posters always look good on the wall, come on guys, you know they do. So I'm going in 20 euros on this, because this is one-off, okay? Nobody else has got this, except people in Kelheim. But here we go, 20 euros. Do I hear 20 euros? Alright, I'll give you a starting time. I'm going to go 10 euros. Anybody going for 10 euros on this? Poster. Good poster. 10 euros, it'll great on your wall. Think about it, 10 years time, be really good. 10 euros, do I get 10 euros for this? No? 5 euros, we start at 5 euros. Anybody go 5? 5 euros, okay, no? Alright, put that down. Go for the next one, alright? Oops. You've got another poster. And this is also, it's a Harley Davidson poster. And it's from Poland, I think. Yeah, it's from Poland. 10 euros for this. Right, do I get 10 euros on this? No? 10? 5 euros, but 10 euros. Okay, you got it. Sort it out there, 10 euros. Alright. Now I'm going to leave this stuff here for a while, otherwise we'll be here all night and we still want to have the second jam session, okay? So we've got some stuff down here. Think about it, guys. I'm going to put it to one side, so later on tonight we can still go for it, yeah? Thank you very much. So it's going to be down here. All you got to do is walk up to Alan and say, listen, I want a poster, can I have this poster? Give him the price and we'll go for it, yeah? Right, okay, that concludes the auction for the time being. We're going to get on with the music. And we'll see you later on. And by the way, we have some Circle of Hand CDs still to sell. They have some merchandise here. So if anybody wants a Circle of Hand CDs. Alright, see you guys later.